Hi Sam. I'm glad to see you today. Are you ready for another German word?
Hi Alex. Absolutely, I'm excited. What's the word today?
Today we're learning the verb.
Drehen.
It means to turn or to rotate.
That sounds interesting. So, is it just about turning things?
Yes, it can refer to physically turning something like,
Die Tür drehen.
meaning to turn the door, but it can also mean to change direction or perspective, like when you,
Die Meinung drehen.
which means to change your mind.
I see. Are there any false friends with this word?
Good question. There are no direct false friends, but remember that
Drehen.
is different from the English to dream. They sound similar but have completely different meanings. Now let's talk about the grammar.
Drehen.
Is a regular verb. In the present tense, you say,
Ich drehe. Du drehst.
and,
Sie, es dreht.
So, what about the past tense?
in the Präteritum, it's,
Ich drehte.
and.
Du drehtest.
For the perfect, you use.
Hat gedreht.
So, you can say,
Ich habe die Flasche gedreht.
which means I turned the bottle.
That's cool. Can you give me an example of the imperative?
Sure. You would say,
Dreh.
which means turn. If you want to be polite, you can say,
Drehen Sie.
the word
Drehen.
comes from Old High German
Drehen.
and has evolved over time. It relates to the idea of circular motion.
That's fascinating. I love learning about the history of words.
It really gives depth to the language. The meaning has remained consistent, focusing on rotation and turning throughout its history. Let's break down the word a bit more.
Drehen.
Is not a compound word, but it has no prefix or suffix. It's a simple verb.
So, it's just one piece.
Exactly. Sometimes, simple words can be very powerful. Now, let's look at some similar words. For example, with the same prefix,
Dreh.
we have,
Drehbar.
which means rotatable.
That's interesting. Any other examples?
Sure. We also have,
Drehbuch.
which means script, and,
Drehpunkt.
meaning pivot point.
What about words with different prefixes?
Good thinking. There's,
abdrehen,
which means to turn off, and
andrehen,
meaning to turn on.
And what about suffixes?
There's,
Drehung,
which means rotation, and
Drehzahl,
meaning rotational speed.
Wow, that's quite a few.
Let's practice using
drehen,
in real-life situations. For instance, if you're at a carnival and want to go on a ride, you could say,
dreh dich schnell,
meaning turn quickly.
Got it.
Dreh dich schnell.
Perfect. Another situation could be when you're at home cooking. You might say,
dreh die Pfanne,
which means turn the pan.
Dreh die Pfanne.
I like that one.
Great. Lastly, if you're playing sports, you could say,
dreh den Ball,
that means turn the ball.
Dreh den Ball.
This is fun.
Now, let's remember the gender hint for the noun.
Drehung,
It's feminine, so you'd say,
die Drehung,
you can remember it by picturing a spinning top, which is often associated with circular motion.
That's a good visual.
Also, remember that many nouns ending in
ung,
are feminine. Let's go over some usage notes.
drehen,
Is generally informal, but you can use it in various contexts. Some common phrases are
das Rad dreht sich,
meaning the wheel is turning, and
dreh die Musik lauter,
which means turn the music up.
Those are useful phrases.
Just be careful not to confuse it with
lenken,
which means to steer. They can overlap in meaning sometimes. Now, let's look at some example sentences. For instance,
ich drehe das Licht an,
means I turn on the light.
I like that one.
Another example is
drehte sich
meaning he turned around.
Okay, I'll remember that.
You could also say,
wir haben das Auto gedreht,
which means we turned the car.
Got it.
And here's one with a preposition.
ich drehe das Bild nach links,
Which means I turn the picture to the left.
That's helpful.
Let's do a quick recall check. What does
drehen,
mean?
It means to turn or rotate.
Correct. How do you say I turn in German?
Ich drehe.
Right. What's the past tense of
drehen,
Ich drehte.
exactly? What's the perfect form?
That would be
Hat gedreht.
Perfect. Last question, what's an example of the imperative?
Dreh.
You got it. Great job today, Sam. You learned a lot about.
drehen.
Remember, it's all about turning, whether it's an object or a thought.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed this lesson.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.